Hello there, everyone. This is Neko Knight here, getting ready to play Scum. And, today we're gonna be just making a base, or at least trying to. I went ahead and ran around gathering up some stuff, and as you can see, I made myself a bow just so that I can shoot certain things and trigger them. This is some of the stuff I found along the way. Although this I made from chopping trees and all that fun stuff. But before we start on that, we're gonna need to make a backpack. And guess what we're making it out of? Human skin. How fun. Doesn't everybody want a human skin backpack? First, we're gonna need to figure out what the hell we need. And that is right here. We're going to need some rags, animal hide or skin, and rope of some kind, and either an improvised sewing kit or a sewing kit. Personally, I think they should give us the ability to make thread so that we can then make sewing kits. But as far as I can tell, I have not figured out how to do. I don't know if there actually is a way to do that. So oops, we're gonna need to get in here. We're gonna need to grab, let's just grab the rope. We're gonna need to put that out here, the rope out here. And we're going to need to put that out there. Depending on some of the other things, I'm gonna need to, yes, we're going to need to put this out there so I can uncraft it and get the rags. I'll probably cut this into rags if I don't have enough. Crafting. What are we missing? We have the kit, we have that, we have the rope, we have that. We are missing the cutting tool? Cutting tool, do we not? Here we are. There we go. Now we should have the ability to make this. Personally, I would have preferred to make a backpack that wasn't made of human skin, but I'm having a hard time finding any backpacks, and this is getting me practically nowhere. It's also starting to take quite a bit of damage. After we get my backpack, we'll move on to building. And I'll get the things, I'll show you what you need in order to do that. Equipped. As you can see here, we now have a lot more room. What is this? Open inventory. And we can hold a lot more weight because this can only hold like, I don't know, 20. This can hold 40. I didn't actually look at the stats, but still. Alright. If I need to, I'll use it for later. I also got myself a toolbox, some nails, more planks, all that fun stuff. But first, we're going to need to start chopping down some trees and getting some rocks. Because I lost my, whatever you call it, my axe. Crafting, we're going to need to get myself... What's this? A big stone axe head. Oh, they also did an update with the abrasion, and I will say the hand abrasion is overkill. You get it way too easily, and then on top of that, it takes a little bit of time to let it go away, and it's just like, we need stones for that. We're gonna also need a long stick. And that, what's... Okay, so we're gonna make one of these. We just need a long stick or a stick, which means we need to craft one of these, and then we need to cut a stick, and then we can then get the axe. Since I loaded the game up so quite a bit of the loot has probably respawned, which means I could probably go and look for it. Alright. We'll keep that on a... Oh, that's too heavy for that. Too heavy for that. Okay, well, we'll keep that there. We'll take this with us. And we'll take that. We're going to be chopping down a lot of trees, and I'm not sure exactly how big I'm going to be making my base or setup. Crafting. Yep. Personally, I'm surprised I haven't gotten any hand abrasions yet, considering how easy that happens. We still can't hold a long stick in here. Oh, no, yes we can. And we can also hold a short stick. Sweet. Alright, now we can put everything up into here, and then we can start chopping down stuff. I know most of you probably left, but if you want to watch what I come up with or what I will build, or you simply just want to watch the events, you can simply do that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to plant down a flag first before I do that. So crafting, what? Building. And then we're going to place down... We're going to place down a red flag. And I don't know if... I don't know if I have enough rags. I do have the toolkits and the scrap metal, but I don't know about the rags. We have... Okay, well... Okay, well, give me a moment. I'm gonna go hunt down for some rags. Alright, we got the rags. However, one thing I will point out is within like 5 minutes of running around and gathering, I got the hand abrasions. Even though I am wearing gloves. I mean, yeah, open fingertip gloves, but it still should have such a less chance of happening. It's like and then the next problem is when you use your hands to do something, all of a sudden this resets. So you have to sit there and wait for this to heal and then recover. And depending on how long that takes for you, each person will depend on how long you're sitting around waiting. Alright, well, let's get our flag built. We need 10 scrap, 2 nails, and a toolbox of some kind. So there's that. Now we need the scrap. And then we can get the cred. So what is it? Oh, that's not... No. I don't know what the hell the point of this is for. Alright, well, let's move that out. Let's move this. Let's move that because we're making a flag so we can make a base. I didn't realize how hard it was going to be to make a base. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we got everything, so now we just need to place this, and this will tell the rate. You can see the roughly the radius with the blue circle. That's everything that's within my place. So if I kind of tempted to want to collect or put some of these structures within my base, but I don't know if that's gonna affect their loot or what. Plus, I'm probably gonna be moving on somewhere else later. That actually... Show flag area. Oh, nice. Alright. Now, let's see. Okay, so we still have that left over. So now we can start placing down things in order to start building and getting everything set up, which is going to be great. So let's move all this. I have not figured out how to quick put everything into other chests just yet, but I'm hoping that eventually I will. All right. So let's start chopping. All right. We're going to start chopping everything down. Actually, first we'll place down the ghost images if we can. So building, and then we're going to probably do a 3x3, and then after that we can then do something else. Place. Oh, I have to rebuild it every time. Does it? So that sucks. The building mechanic needs a little bit of adjusting. It'd be nice if we could place down a bunch of ghost images first, rather than what do you call it? Build, place, all that stuff. Repeat. Oops. I meant the chop. The gun, what saddle thing is through my pants. Alright. This is taking 20 years. I think next time I'm gonna have to chop down the trees and get everything ahead of time. So three of everything, it looks like. This will give me definitely quite a few. I'm gonna have to make sure to figure out where... Okay, that's in my thing. Great. Oops, not that. Okay, well, that's one way to drop it. So, yeah, they definitely need to work on their base building mechanics. It's nice that it's cheap to actually build the base, but it'd be nice if you could plan out the base before building each individual piece. Otherwise, this is gonna take forever, especially when you're playing solo. If you're playing solo, I may have to look into building a cart so I can place logs into it. I was looking through some of the stuff. Oops. I was looking through some of the crafting stuff, and there's the improvised wheel, which... Wait. What's it take to make... Tree branch? Wood stick, metal scrap, wood, plank, bundle of planks, nails, bolts. Improvised workbench, drill press. Okay, so we can make this using all kinds of things. We could use long sticks, we could use tree branches, we could use scrap metal, or actually we have to. We can use bundle of planks and planks. I don't know why you would use bundle of planks when this is cheaper by one. Alright, well, let's hurry up and get this all done, or at least moved over. I'm assuming G's how... You know what, we'll just do that. There. Alright, what do we need? We need sticks and rope of some kind, so chop that. We'll go grab some rope. And we'll have our first place set down after that. And then, you know, once I've shown you this, I'm going to probably skip to the point where I have at least the foundations. Show you my foundations. And then from there, we can then show you the walls. And then the roof, hopefully. But that's going to be slowly done. And what the hell? Oh, yes. We're going to need that and these, because we're going to probably need that for quite a few spots. Probably grab that too. We got a lot of wire, thankfully. It would be nice if you could actually combine it all, but I can kind of understand. Ooh, tree bark rope. Alright. This is going to be the first set done. Woohoo! And that's that. Alright, now let's see if we can go to this and snap. Yes, yes we can. Sweet. We can place one right there. And then we can place right there. And can we snap over here? Nope. But we can snap here. Alright, that's nice to know. Fill this all up. Fill this all up. We'll quickly get this all filled up so that way we can get a bunch of sticks. And... Oh. Oh, sweet. We got small wooden sticks, long wooden sticks. We need to move these closer. Oh, wow. I've got a lot of small wooden sticks. Alright, well, let's see if we can get this all moved over. Alright. Alright, so all we have now is just to get the logs, which is great. That means all I need to do is a bunch of cutting. Which means we're gonna need to chop down some big trees. And then we can get the base done, and then for now, I guess technically call that the end, because I got the start of my base going, which is great. Yes, yes, I'm feeling pain because I got abrasions. Because I constantly get abrasions. Like, too often. I hope they fix that. It's a new mechanic, I understand, but it's it's still, you know what? How far can we, because it's going to be faster just to move 4 at a time like this, or move them all like this instead. Because then I can just, boop, move, move. And there's 5 of them. And then we can just... And there's 5 of them again. There we go. And there's that one. Now we can pick up this one and cram it in. So we just need a few more for that. We're going to grab the branches because we're going to need them. And I'm going to store those in the chest. All right. And then I can move these too, which is nice. Oops. I hear that stupid robot. All right. You can go in here. Sweet. Some of these things don't make sense at all on their sizes. And it's like, what the hell? Oh, where did I put... Okay. Where's another big tree? Once I get my base, the floors done, I guess I'll call that the episode because this has taken a lot longer than I expected. If I had time, I would time lapse this. In other words, I would be like, I would show me chop the tree, then I would show me building the foundation, then I would show me building the next foundation, and so on and so on. And then that way you guys could be like, ooh, amazing. Instead of just listening to me ramble on about what I want to do, how I want to do it, what I'm learning, this, that. And tell you the truth, I like to build. If I could if I could, I would definitely be using my time to build, not just this cruddy play the game, show you how to get it done, show you what the end game looks like and all that. Personally, this is a lot faster doing this because I can move 5 or 4. I can move basically anything within view instead of running back and forth, back and forth. This is great for single player. If they change this from single player, this may end up being a lot harder to build a base. All right. There we go. Now we can build. Whee! Place. 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 All right. We've got that. Luckily, I got this here. Inventory. Yep. Ooh. Actually, if we can find the rest of those sticks, we might be able to get... There we go. Oh, no, we gotta move them closer. Dang it. Alright, so at this point, it's just more logs, more stuff. I've got the start. As you can see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I practically have 5, 6, 7, so we need 8 and 9, and that will be the start of it. Let's just quickly move our chest over, which I'm thankful they allow us to do this, because now I can just walk my chests over. I don't think I can actually carry them in my backpack. I could be wrong though. You here, let's put this up, that up, this up. Yeah, it's too big. Okay. It would have been nice. How the hell do I minimize this? Yup. Alright, well, anyways, if you enjoyed listening to me, hopefully you like. If you didn't, I understand. It was mostly like me talking and complaining about the build system because it needs work. Oh, there. Ha, got it. If you want to see more of this series, which I am doing more, make sure to check out the end screen credits. Not every episode's going to be exciting. The most exciting ones will be the ones me looting rather than me building, because that means that you guys get to watch me panic and or try and fight to the death. For now, let's get, if you want to be added on to the end screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After about 2 or so weeks, I'll add you on. If you leave before I reach 1,000, no, I'll remove you off, because it's for people who gave me a chance. And if you want to see other games I play, make sure to check out my end screen credits, as I do play other games too. Not just this, and not some of the other games I've got going on. If you're curious, I highly recommend checking out. For now, bye bye.